If you've always wondered what it feels like to attend the Youpreneur Summit in London in person, watch this video to see my roundup of 2018. For the very best branded headshots, ideas and inspiration, why don't you subscribe to my channel? Hit the bell to be notified every single Friday when a new video comes out. If you're a fellow skilled entrepreneur who's trying to find their way with improving their online side business and using a personal brand to spread their message, then there is a good chance that you've come along the name Chris Ducker and the Youpreneur Academy. You've probably also heard about his fantastic event, the Youpreneur Summit, which is held every November in London. If you're wondering what it feels like to spend that money and attend, and maybe you're scoping it out for the first time this year, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what it feels like secondhand through me. I have attended lots of different business events, conferences and summits all over the world as a way to build my headshots photography business. Maybe I'm going to see you at one very soon. Why don't you let me know in the comments where you're planning on heading next? Now, full transparency here, I used to do a little roundup client-led when I attended different conferences. So you would see 3 or 4 different headshot sessions that had all been shot in the same location around a certain event. And I was starting to feel that this felt a little bit too samey, and actually it wasn't really representative of what it feels like to go to an event and work in an intensive way. So I decided I'm going to blitz it all up and do it event-based, so that you can get a good feeling of what it felt like to attend that event through my eyes. Now, what stands out to me the most about the Youpreneur Summit that I think makes it different to other events and conferences is that there's a certain level of success and expectation for success in the room. You know, after chatting with different attendees and networking a little bit around the event, that people who are seriously successful take the time out of their crazy schedules to go and brush up their knowledge and skills to help them become even more successful. And that kind of energy is really addictive and inspirational. So for that alone, I really recommend this one. Let's take a look at some of the results from my 2018 client sessions.
Hi, Katie Baader here, greeting you all the way from Switzerland. I'm the founder of a Christian CEO University and Christian CEO podcast. My business is all about to raise up the leaders in the entrepreneurial field. The summit actually is a signature event for my business mentor, Chris Ducker, and he chose a phenomenal location, which is QE2. Therefore, I really would like to, hire a professional and make sure to catch those important and precious moments of my speaking presentation. That's why I chose Laura, and I specifically chose her speaker photographer service and also the turbo headshot service. The reason why is this. You see, it is not that simple to catch the speaker in action, especially in such a grand location and the lighting and everything. Laura is not just your regular photographer, so to speak. She understands the emotion, the hard work that speakers put in behind the scene. And that is important that, before we had the shots, actually we had some, Zoom, in-person chat to really understand that what I would like her to catch during the presentation. So I really encourage you that if you are one of the speakers, that if you are professionals and you want your photo really speak about your character, about your personality, In other words, to stand out, that we all know that nowadays attention is the true currency of this economy, then I will highly recommend that you connect with Laura.
Hi, I'm Jenny Flintoft from jennyflintoft.com, encouraging life, encouraging leadership, encouraging you. My business is all about leadership and motivation across the world and how to help people get the best out of themselves and get the best out of others. I recently spoke at the Youpreneur event and I was speaking on the power of being uniquely you, about standing brave, being in your own space, not being a second-rate replica of somebody else, but actually being you and being proud of who you are, because people buy people and connect with you and your story. I asked Laura if she could take some photos of me at the event, and the whole setup was fantastic. Laura spent some time initially really trying to get to know me, what made me tick, what I was looking for, what sort of results that I was hoping to achieve, and she delivered. At the actual event, she was unobtrusive, she was quiet, she was behind the scenes, and she captured all the essence of what I wanted, all the essence of what she promised, and I'm absolutely delighted with the results.
Hello, I'm Roger Edwards. I'm a marketing guy from Edinburgh. I'm here at the Youpreneur Summit, and I was on stage yesterday talking about how to keep your marketing simple. And I asked Laura to take some shots of me on stage. And I'm also a speaker. I go around the world. And do you know what? Some of my speaker shots aren't the best. So I thought I need Laura to come to the conference and to take some really good photographs of me on the stage, which I can then put onto the website, and hopefully that'll encourage more people to hire me. And what was great about Laura is I'm not the best dressed person in the world, and she gave me a few fashion tips. Well, actually, she just told me what colour t-shirt to wear, to be honest, and I think I probably stood out a little bit more than I would have done if I'd have been wearing the white one. So awesome headshots, awesome speaker shots, and Laura, thank you so much.
Now you've got some fresh inspiration for your next speaking gig, or maybe your next headshot session in London. My Youpreneur Summit 2019 headshot services are now live. To see how we can work together this November, go through the show notes and click on the link as shown. As you can see, my own personal experience of the Youpreneur Summit in 2018 was a bit manic, but I loved it. I loved having the chance as well to catch up with some fellow UPs, so that's what we call ourselves when we are members of the Youpreneur Academy. And a great big shout out now going to my Growth Record Accountability Massive. Mwah! You know who you are. Thank you so much for your support all year round. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you could give it a quick thumbs up and also share it with somebody that you know is interested in attending the Youpreneur Summit but hasn't already. Don't forget to comment below with your favourite image from this episode. I've been Laura from Laura Pearman Photography. Thanks for watching another episode of One TV. Mwah!